What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J-Man, back checking in with the people, back with another video. And if you're looking at the title, if you here clicked on the video, you already know that the worst kept secret in gaming has been confirmed. God of War Ragnarok has been delayed till 2022. Now, this is the worst kept secret in gaming simply because back when they revealed this teaser, this God of War Ragnarok teaser, and Kratos is talking to Atreus in the background, and they showed that splash screen at the end of 2021, we all already knew what time it was. This is not coming out in 2021 at all. It was already a miracle to us that they were even teasing this game to come out at all. But 2021, we were like, hell no. Hell no. So when they came out with this news today that it was coming out in 2022, nobody was surprised. Nobody was shocked. And the more shocking news actually came from just the fact that this is going to be a cross-gen game. Now, Sony has pretty much been hitting that PS4 is going to be supported for at least the next 3 or 4 years, whether that be cross-gen games or just bringing new games to the platform, period. But I guess a lot of people's hopes are, including myself, that we want to see these games take full advantage of the PlayStation 5. And in order to do that, these games cannot be on PlayStation 4. Now, we don't have no gripes with like people wanting to play these games or having access to these games. We just want these games to be fully taking advantage of the PlayStation 5's power. When you got a game that is running on the PlayStation 5 but also has to run on the PlayStation 4, you can't look at me with a straight face and tell me that that game is not being scaled back. It has to be able to run on 2013 hardware. We're not just talking about the PS4 Pro, which came out in 2016. We're talking about the original PS4 that came out in 2013. That's almost a decade ago. This hardware has to be able to run the game. So the game, like we saw Horizon Forbidden West, as great as that game looked, there were things that were held back in that. You've seen the destruction in that game, where Aloy is fighting the Tremor Tusk and she's destroying the logs on top, and things are falling off. They're like disappearing instantly when they touch the ground, because this game has to be able to handle that on the PlayStation 4. It has to be able to, be able to run on that system with no problems. So it's disappointing for us that want to have a game that's taking full advantage of the PlayStation 5. And we don't want to keep seeing this, especially when they are trying to sell us this box for $500. You know what I'm saying? We want to see these games take full advantage, like Ratchet and Clank, a smaller title, but it's taking full advantage of the PS5. You see what it's doing with the SSD and the ability to transition from world to world in a damn near instant. So yeah, man, like hearing stuff about cross-gen stuff, and even with Gran Turismo 7, which is also confirmed in this article. And I have the link down in the description of this article. It's a really good read. Pretty much placed Hermen Hulst, the head of the PlayStation Studios. He did a Q&A pretty much talking about the future of PlayStation Studios and, the direction that they're going in with a lot of things. So huge disappointment to learn that it's cross-gen. Not really that disappointing to learn that it's delayed. Also within this article, we learned that Horizon Forbidden West is on track to launch this holiday season, but it's not in stone yet. Now, I knew something was up with this release because when they did that state of play the other day, they never confirmed a release date at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, like, you got all eyes on you right now. This is a Horizon dedicated show. Why not drop the release date right there? What are you waiting for? I thought maybe they were waiting for their summer showcase, since they probably won't be doing anything E3 related, that they would announce it there. But I'm just like, you already showing the game here. Might as well just get it out the way. But to hear that it's on track for holiday season, I'm not confident that it's going to hit that. I think this game is not coming out until early 2022 at this point, because why rush it, They say holiday season, so you're thinking maybe September, in between September and November. But if it's not going to hit those dates, then a couple more months is not going to kill anybody for you to make sure that the game is polished. Make sure that it's running great on all platforms and stuff like that. So I don't think they're going to rush it out to hit this holiday season. I think it's nice that that's the track, but It's not going to hit that. And we already know that this game is going to be cross-gen. As I was mentioning before, Gran Turismo 7, they had a picture actually that was floating around social media right now that when they first revealed GT7, Gran Turismo 7, it had a PS5 exclusive tag on it. Now, things change, of course, but it just shows you that from the days where Hulst, Jim Ryan got up in front of that camera and said, you know, these games, we believe in generations, or we believe in generational transitions. These games are taking full advantage of the power of the PlayStation 5. It's like, no, they're not. No, they're not, because they have to be able to run on previous gen hardware. It has to happen. It affects game design. It affects other things. I'm not a developer, of course, but you could just see it from watching with your own two eyes that games are being held back so that they had to run on other platforms. I mentioned that with Horizon Forbidden West. It's true. It's absolutely true. So, you know, it's a lot of news that, you know, came out today with this Q&A. They also talk about Ben Studios is working on a new IP on the open world systems of Days Gone. So it seems as if Days Gone 2 is not happening as much as people wanted it to happen. It's not happening, people. You know, the game clearly didn't meet the performance standards that PlayStation wanted for them to make another one, whether it be internal or external. And what's cool is that at least they get to make another game. They get another crack at this, and they can use what they learned in Days Gone, because it is a beautiful game. It is a beautiful game, but they, you know, maybe they can utilize the systems better, make a more fun game, maybe not a bloated game as many people complained about Days Gone being, and they can do right by this, because I think Bend is a talented studio. Days Gone is a beautiful game. No matter how you feel about the gameplay or the story, it's a beautiful game. So they have the technicalities part down. I just think they have to focus on making, you know, gameplay iterations to make sure that it stays fun, and that they tell a better story overall, and more concise story, I would say, in my opinion. Sony also talked about investing in PC gaming space, and they mentioned that they will invest in the PC gaming space and they will keep releasing games there, but when the time is right. Hermen Hulst mentions that these games will still be best played on PlayStation platforms, and by that he's probably meaning that they'll be available day one on PlayStation platforms and come to PC at a later date. I never thought that they would go full day and date with these PC releases, because these games still sell a lot for PlayStation, and it also still gives people a reason to go out and buy a PlayStation. When you talk about bringing them to PC a few years later, those are people who probably don't even have a care to invest in a PlayStation console, and that's how you get those people involved and those people interacting with your IP, and maybe one day that they'll invest in the PlayStation 5. But if not, at least they have the games to play on the PC when they want. So that was cool to hear, because I am a PC gamer as well. So it's cool to, you know, fire these games up sometimes and check them out at their best on PC. And also, last but not least, Team Asobi, the people behind the Astrobot franchise, is being expanded, and they are building games for all ages with global appeal. Now, this is great to hear, because we knew that Japan Studios pretty much was consolidated down to only Team Asobi, and a lot of people were disappointed because Japan Studios was coming out with those games, those quirky games, those niche titles that people love, like a Gravity Rush or maybe even an Ape Escape or something, Knack. Those fun, cool titles that are on a smaller scale, but people enjoy. And I think this was boosted by Astro's Playroom that came out for the PS5, which was a tech demo and turned out to be one of the best PlayStation 5 experiences day one, in terms of the use of the DualSense, the gameplay elements, Astro as a character. So it's cool to see that they're going to be expanding as a studio, because I think they're very talented. I love the VR Astrobot, the VR game for PS4. Hopefully they're making a new version of that, as well as expanding on what they had in Astro's Playroom to make it a complete, full, whether it be AA, AAA 3D platform experience, because I think they really got something there, and Astrobot can be the next PlayStation mascot, a la Sackboy and stuff like that. So this is all great news to me. I'm sorry, yeah, for Team Asobi. Great news for Team Asobi. Overall, disappointed about the cross-gen stuff, but God of War never shocked me that's coming out in 2022. Horizon Forbidden West, I'm not holding my breath on that coming out holiday season. If they make it, and I hope they make it, because I want to play this as soon as possible, I would be super happy. But I'm not holding my breath on that. And Ben Studio, I'm glad they get another crack at it. And I hope everything works out for them there. But that's all I got for the video. Make sure y'all check the link down in the description for the article, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit that like button to rate the video, and also leave a comment down in the comment section and let me know what you thought about all this PlayStation news that dropped today. I appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll catch y'all on my next video. Peace.